This week, Diddy gets arrested, and Drake tries to buy a piece of Reasonable Doubt. Let's talk about it.
Fat ass, she shaking it when she strip, she got it bustin'.
Can't touch this, can't touch this, can't touch this, can't touch this, can't touch this. They see what I'm whipping, they pulling me over, they ask what I'm doing like Yachty and E, and I'm thugging. Nigga keep talking, that's nothing. Why all these boys be acting alike? I guess they related, they cousins. They sending me threats, but they bluffing. It take me a while before I cuff it, especially when we in public. You said that you love me, but...
Welcome back to the STEM Society. My name is Cole Jackson. Episode 59. Episode 59 is live. So before I get into the show, let me just say thank you to everyone who has been getting in the comments. Thanks for everybody who's been subscribing. This is like the highest viewed video I ever had. I really appreciate it. Continue to go forward and be a part of the society. I appreciate you guys so much. And I love the commentary that we get in the comments, man. Intelligent hip hop conversation. It's wonderful. I don't have anything in rotation. I'm going to actually drop a video about my top 5 hip hop albums of 2024 so far. So that's coming on Friday. So I've been listening to old albums, trying to get that taken care of. And I might do a top 5 R&B albums of 2024 also. Let me know in the comments and tell me if that's what you want to, if you want to see that. And I'll if we get enough people comment about it, I'll put it out.
Music news.
Diddy has been arrested. He has been arrested, and according to TMZ, because they just got this story out here recently. He got indicted on trafficking and racketeering and kidnapping charges. So I'm going to read a little bit from the article. It says, according to the indictment, from 2008 to the present, members of the Combs enterprise allegedly engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotic offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. This is what I got from TMZ. When I woke up this morning, all I know was they said they got Diddy. The story was all over the place, and I'm in the UK right now, and so this is crazy. I've seen a lot of people on social media continue to try to say they're trying to take a black man down. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's time for us to kind of let that whole thing go. That whole excuse of like they trying to take a black man down. This came from the raids of his mansions, his 2 mansions in Florida. If y'all remember, they raided both his mansions. Now, I'm gonna be real with you, man. We got this. We seen the Cassie video. We've heard all of these different things from different people. Don Richard here recently just dropped a lawsuit stating the same thing Cassie was stating. People are calling that false claims. People are saying that that's not true. And we're still sticking to this narrative of Diddy being a black man that they're trying to take down, a black billionaire. Diddy's lawyer also had something to say. This is what Diddy's lawyer said. Quote, Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring children, and working to uplift the black community. He is an imperfect person, but is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has done nothing but cooperate with the investigation. He voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation to these charges. You mean the relocation that showed him out in the streets, chilling, kicking it with G-Dep, kicking it with just random people? There's videos coming out where he's just been like hanging out and doing stuff, which I guess he has to live his life. But now, you feel like this was the time for you to go and kick it with motherfuckers? You're being indicted. Like, ain't nothing cool about that. Here's the last thing from his lawyer. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man and with nothing to hide. And he looks forward to clearing his name in court. So one side of me is saying, let the legal system do what they have to do. Let the courts do what they're supposed to do. Let the courts handle it. Let's see if they can prove him being guilty. The other side of me is saying he's been guilty for a long time. It took too long for him to get arrested. I don't know Diddy has been doing. It's always been speculation about Diddy and the type of stuff that he's been doing behind closed doors for a very long time. It's always been whispers, and it's always been little things here and there that I've read that just look like he's done some nasty things. Do we have to continue to sit behind this excuse of they're trying to take a black man down continuously? Or is it time for us to be real with ourselves and say, this dude does nasty things and terrible things and he should go to prison? You get what I'm saying? Like when are we gonna get past this narrative of like they're just trying to take down a black billionaire? Like, I don't think all the people saying the same things are wrong. And I don't think people get together on the phone and be like, all right, this is what you got to say. I don't think people are getting on. I don't think people in the group chat telling each other what to say about this shit. This dude has done some nasty, disgusting things. And there's people out here who will still caper for him. He's done. He's finished. This is it. I hate to see, let me be completely honest with y'all. I hate to see this happen to him because he is a big part of hip hop history. He's done a lot for the culture. I'm not going to even sit up here and act like he hasn't. But that don't excuse the type of stuff that we seen on that video, the type of things that people have been explaining about what he's been doing to them. That doesn't excuse him being a horrible person. It doesn't. Just because somebody makes some slaps don't mean that they can get away with the shit that they've been doing for so long. I don't know how people can sit up here and justify that it's okay. That because he's a black man that's done so much for everybody, we should kind of look the other way, or we should be mad at the legal system for trying to take him down, the government trying to take him down. Clearly, man, Diddy has been doing the devil's work behind the scenes for a very long time, and we just hadn't seen it until now. And on top of that, yeah, people keep saying, oh, well, Cassie just wanted to get paid. What about the other victims that's coming forward? What do they get? What kind of justice do they get? Do they get justice? All I'm saying is, if he did it, and if all of these things that we've seen as evidence, and all the stuff that they're claiming in this story is true, don't you think it's time for us to kind of move past this whole trying to take a black man down thing? That's all I'm asking. Because I don't know all the answers. I don't. But I do know one thing. That video was real. You seen the same shit that I seen. The things that people have been coming forward about is real. I know a lot of people are just like, well, why did they wait so long? Beats the hell out of me. Beats me. I have no idea. Maybe they weren't able to speak until now. I know Don Rashad used to be connected to Diddy for a very long time as our other than associates. And I don't know if she came forward as somebody who was scorned. I don't know if she finally got the courage to come forward because she got tired of being a silent victim. I don't know. What I do know is this is something that has been in the wings for a very long time, and it's finally happening. And I'll be real with you on another. I'll tell you something else. He's probably going to tell. He's probably going to snitch on a lot of people. Ain't no way around it. He knows a lot of powerful people. He knows a lot of people. He's partied with a lot of billionaires. He's been around a lot of stuff. And for him not to snitch to save his own life, come on. We're not stupid. I feel like as soon as things go left, he's going to tell on everybody. So we might see more than just him go down. Now, I don't know if this is, I don't know where this is going to go. But we've been, the way these things have been falling, this arrest was, it was going to happen. Whether it was going to happen next year or now, didn't matter. We should have known this was going to come. But the aftermath of what happens is what I'm really looking forward to. Like, is he going to tell on a lot of people? Who's been mixed up in the kind of stuff that he's been doing? What kind of deal would he do to get off? Like, these are real questions that people should have, because I don't believe Diddy don't live by no street code. He ain't no street guy. No, man. He's going to give up everybody and everything. And I think this is going to be way bigger than what we've ever seen as far as like a hip hop news story or a hip hop arrest or somebody, getting indicted. Like these are real charges. I read off some real stuff that was going on. Racketeering? Oh yeah. He's done. He's done. Un- uh, by some miracle, if they figure out a way to get his name cleared, okay. I'll I'll apologize and say I'm wrong, but some of the things that's been stacked up against him, or some of the things we've seen, there's no way he's getting off. There's no way. And the only way he does get off is if he makes a deal and he tells on everybody that he knows. I just hope that we don't get any more bombshells or anything else crazy happening after this, because some people look at Diddy as possibly snitching. Some people look at Diddy as probably doing something more extreme, if you get what I'm saying. Who knows? We'll see. I'm going to keep tabs on this story, and I most definitely want to bring it back up if something else happens. All right. So finally, I had to put this in here because it sounds crazy. Let's go with it. Dame Dash came out earlier this week and said that Drake was trying to purchase his piece of Reasonable Doubt. He put up an offer. Let me play the video for you.
To the Drake thing, he was trying to buy it.
Yeah, he made an offer, and I don't know if he's going to close, but I think it is interesting what's going on with the Super Bowl shit. And, strategically for me, I think the best way would be for him to show up to the Super Bowl with a Rockefeller chain,
So yeah, Dame
like
has
a boss.
said that Drake tried to purchase the piece of the Reasonable Doubt that he's been trying to auction off because of his debt. Can we stop this shit, please? Like, I love Dame. I think Dame Dash is still one of my favorite people that I've ever known or read about when it came to hip hop. But can we stop? Like, this is just getting kind of like out of hand. I wish they would go ahead and just go and sell this shit, and we don't have to see this anymore. I'm tired of seeing people who I looked up to like Dame out here doing this kind of stuff. I've said it in a video previously, man. This is just too much, bro. Like, even if Drake did try to purchase it, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I I don't think that I don't think Drake came up with an offer and then he was just like, yeah, by the way, it's okay for you to go ahead and release that kind of information. I just don't feel like that's the type of information Drake would want to get leaked or put out there like that. I'm not saying Dame's lying, but I'm saying, shouldn't it be some type of privacy thing with that? Like, it don't add up to me. That's all I'm saying. Now, I don't know what these people talk about in behind closed doors or whatever the case may be, but I hated it. It felt kind of slimy. You know what I'm saying? It felt kind of chasey. But that's been the whole thing ever since this piece of Reasonable Doubt has been up for sale. Dame Dash has been out here promoting different things, which is what he does because he's a businessman, he's an entrepreneur. He needs to promote things to be able to make money. He has debt that he has to take care of, and he has things he wants to fund. But doing it this way, nasty work, bro. It's just nasty, man. I don't think was anything cool about him saying this to garner more attention. And then he was just like, yeah, why not Drake show up to the Super Bowl with a Rockefeller chain on? I know he has this thing against Jay. I know he's not fucking with Jay no more. I get it. But like name dropping Drake like that, trying to sell this piece of Reasonable Doubt, all of it just looks nasty. It's nasty work. I'm tired of our legends continuing to do this type of thing, man. It's when did we get to the point where social media has to be the place where you tell all your business? Because this is personal to me. That's personal business. Maybe he calls it. Maybe he's looking at it as like trying to push the rate of it up by saying Drake tried to buy it. But then it's all this controversy. We already know we're having a problem with Jay, Kendrick, Drake, Dwayne, all of this stuff going on right now. And for you to sit up here and try to clout chase your way through getting this thing sold, it just looks nasty. It does. And I'm talking about somebody who's one of my favorite people in hip hop. It doesn't take all of that to up the rate on whatever you're trying to sell on social media, man. Name dropping, telling your business, which I think again, I feel like that was completely personal business. I just feel like that's beneath a person like Dame Dash, but I could be wrong. I also feel like what would Drake do if he had a piece of reasonable doubt? One thing that I've noticed, and it's weird to me, and maybe I'm looking at it in the wrong way, but like, don't y'all find it funny that Drake is collecting all of these hip hop artifacts or trying to buy up all of this stuff hip hop, and he keeps getting questioned about being a part of the culture? Is it him trying to embrace the culture? Is it him trying to take the culture and admire it from afar? Or I mean, is he really? Do y'all really feel like he's an outsider to what we really think about music and hip hop? It's weird, bro. Like he collects these things like I don't know, like there's trophies for him to admire and kind of look up upon and say, I have this. You guys always wanted it, but I own it. I don't know. It's weird. It's crazy. I don't really think that Dame, I can't believe Dame is sitting up here telling all of this stuff right now. Let's be honest. He has a debt to pay and we all got bills and we all got to make the kind of money we need to make the way we need to make it. So I just hope that maybe this whole thing can be done. I forget they pushed back the auction, so hopefully we can get this auction done. I don't want to see Dame Dash like this no more. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing this story about, hey man, like Drake tried to buy this. I don't care. We don't care, bruh. Get it sold. Half of us can't even afford what you're selling it for. So it's just like get it sold, get your debts paid off. Go back to creating content, go back to being an entrepreneur. But this shit is nasty and it's ugly. I just don't want to see any more of it. It sucks. Tell me what you think. Do you think Dame Dash has every right to sit up here and name drop Drake on buying his piece of reasonable doubt? Is he just being a businessman? Is this an entrepreneur thing? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. All right, that's my time. I got nothing else, man. I got some content to put out this week. I'm going to try to get you about 2 more videos out this week. So, thank you again for everybody who supported the videos. Thank you for everybody who's been viewing. Thank you for becoming a part of the society. If you haven't joined the society, what's the problem? Why haven't you joined? Be a part of something that's growing every day, man. I really appreciate it. All you have to do is just subscribe to the B1K Media YouTube channel and be a part of the society. And I have a Patreon. Go to my Patreon where you're going to get all the best content, all the extra content. Currently, I have the Hip Hop Survival Guide, and if I drop any extra content or new content, it goes there before it gets on YouTube. It's $1. I know you got $1. Everybody got $1. But go in and support the STEM Society Patreon. I appreciate everybody for being a part of this. I'll catch you next episode. Peace out.
Thank you for joining the STEM Society.